My first boy is now 13, and we found the TAC as a perfect space for sending my kid to the camp when he was 5. Now let's do the math. It's been 8 years. My first boy is now 13, and we found the TAC as a perfect space for sending my kid to the camp when he was 5. Now let's do the math. It's been 8 years. The idea for me was for my child to learn, of course, to feel, to grow, to be competitive, not in the sense of, doing intense sports, but enjoy when he's out, learn while he is having fun. This is what I loved about TAC when I found them, was they are keeping my child happy. When he comes home, he wants to go back the next day again. So that was one thing that spoke a lot to me, that he wants to go and join them again and again. And he's just talking about them the whole time. Even when he's eating, he's like, I did this, I did that. Can I do that again tomorrow? So that's one thing. My kid loved it. Right from day one, he connected with the instructors, he connected with the teachers. He even connected with the lunch that he got there, as you know, and back in those days, pre-COVID times, we used to get snacks and lunch. He even loved that part because they made it entertaining, they made it fun, and it was a good thing that my child was loving it, and was one reason for me to love it too in the beginning. Yes, so they teach not only the what they're supposed to teach, they teach them to be social. They also teach them to be doing their own things. So it's an overall growth that impacts the child, and it's right, even cleaning after eating their lunch during the camp. That was something that they learn, and which all the instructors there, even the owners, I would say, they get involved, and they make the child independent sociologically, mentally, whatever camp I'm sending it for, obviously for that as well. So overall development. Again, another criteria for me when I'm sending my child for the camp is how the other kids are. I just wanted to have him develop friendships, not only for during the camp time, lifelong. And this is exactly what I found in these camps. Is it's the families that I can relate with. They are just one of us, and they have the same how that they want their child to be learning and growing. So yeah, my son still has friends from the first year of his camp. So that there is some age when they are 4 to 5. I wanted them to explore all the sports. So right from tennis, I've done with TAC Sports, is right from tennis. We've done basketball, we've done swimming, but now he's chosen his favorite sport, that is soccer, and we're sticking to soccer. Now he's 13. He loves it. So after school, he comes home, he's like, okay, when is my soccer? When is my next practice? When are we going next? So yes, he loves it. Both of them. As again, I'm saying, how they not only focus on soccer, as for example, you're going in to learn, my child is going to learn soccer. It's not only the soccer skills he's coming back with, it's more social, mental, even overall growth. I mean, they even have STEM lessons in their camp, which are so amazing, which my kids have done it as well. So it's not only one aspect in the camp they're focusing at, mannerisms, how to clean after you eat, how you put your racket away, how to put your ball, what's the team spirit like. It's the overall growth. Winning is important in sports or in any other activities that you go to learn to, but it's the overall winning in life that they come back and they embed in them. It's like the good mannerisms, like a parents teach. I think that's a home away from home for my kids. It's the same level of excitement. I think it's even more because he's got so much memories. He says I'm like the vintage camper. So there is a lot of memories. He knows the coaches. There's a lot of good fond memories that he has created at the camps, and friendships for life. Most after the camp, it's a very good question. Many parents become very competitive. It's like, okay, winning is everything. If you're doing a sport, if you're doing a computer lesson, if you're doing learning coding, yes, it is even for me. But at the camp, they are teaching an overall growth. So sometimes winning is not always possible because everybody cannot be a winner, but they do not come back home as a loser. They are learning other aspects of growing into young boys and girls, into teenagers, into family men eventually later on. So it's the overall growth mentally, sociologically, physiologically, physically. It is all nurtured in the camps. And go for it. I still want them to have their experience. I will not tell them they are the best, which I know in my heart they are. But I will let them explore them to make their own judgment. But for me, 100 on 100, I would say 110 on 100 if that's a possibility.